The Hamilton Tiger Cats and Winnipeg Blue Bombers will play at IG Field in the Peg on Friday Night Football, with the home side opening as 4.5-point favorites. Hodge, the Bombers, are the most veteran-laden team in the CFL, while the Ticats are looking to get their new-look club to come together quickly. Who do you have winning this contest, and why?
Well, let's start with this. It was a weird preseason in Winnipeg because traditionally teams will start their starters at home and then they send their young guys on the road. And that's not what the Blue Bombers did. They did the reverse because the preseason ended this past Friday. The regular season starts on Friday. Mike O'Shea didn't want to just give his starters 6 days of rest. He wanted to give them extra time. So I did not get a chance to see Winnipeg starters at IG Field when they lost to the Saskatchewan Roughriders and frankly looked really bad in that opening half. Yes, the Saskatchewan Roughriders sent a lot of their starters. By my count, by the way, the Bombers had 8 out of 24 regular starters in the starting lineup. The Saskatchewan Roughriders sent almost all of their starters, at least for the first few drives of the game. But I was not impressed with what I saw from Winnipeg. Do I think they're going to win this game? Yes, but I love this line for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Levi Mitchell is on his revenge tour. Yes, there's a lot of new pieces. He's got Duke Williams. He's got Joel Figueroa protecting his blind side. He's got James Butler in the backfield. Jameer Thurman is the new man in the middle, running that defense in Steeltown. I like the Ticats' chances of coming in and playing this game really close. I think they could win it, boys. Let's not forget the Bombers came out of the gate slowly last year. They got badly outplayed, I thought, at IG Field by the Red Blacks, were it not for some late game heroics from Drew Brown and some terrible clock management from Paul Lapalisse, the team's head coach last season in Ottawa. The Red Blacks would have won that game. So I love this line for the Ticats. Bombers, I still think will win, but boys, I will not be shocked at all if the reigning Grey Cup runner-ups, I guess I could call them that, start off the season 0-1. I really wouldn't.
I'm really torn about this matchup because on one hand, I love all the additions that Hamilton has made, but we know when you bring in a lot of new weapons, a lot of new faces, on both sides of the ball to a football team, it takes a while for them to really build chemistry and mesh as a unit, right? Football is not an individual sport. You all have to be on the same page. And so it may take some time for the Hamilton Tiger Cats to look at their peak level. But on the flip side, we've talked for a long time about how old the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are getting. At some point, it's going to have to bite them, right? All of these distinguished veterans that they've kept around, at some point there is going to be a step back for these guys. And you look at their training camp, and there's some big name players who didn't participate an awful lot, right? And these are guys you trust to step in week one if they're healthy, even without a lot of practice. But you wonder how they're going to look without much seasoning. Jackson Jeffcoat has been hurt for a lot of training camp. Adam Bighill has barely participated. Even one of their younger guys in Brady Oliveira, the starting running back, has not participated much in training camp. So are we going to see a full strength Winnipeg Blue Bombers, or are we going to see an older, more beaten down version that will need some time to get up to speed? I'm with you, Hodge. I'm not sure I'm going to pick Hamilton to win, but I think they definitely cover this game, and that 5-point line is way too large, in my opinion.
JC, don't get worried at all, man. These veterans are just resting, getting revved up for the regular season. I have no issue thinking that Adam Bighill, Brady Oliveira, or anybody else that had a slow start during training camp. Like, bro, we talking about training camp. Like Allen Iverson out here talking about practice. We're talking about training camp for these veterans. They don't need training camp, man. They'll be fine. But I do think the Bombers have come out slow the last couple of years. They found ways to win, but in week one, in general, from a betting perspective in the CFL, it's smart to take the point. And I think that is prudent here with the Tiger Cats getting around 5 as we tape this on Tuesday afternoon. So I like where Hodge is going here. Take the points. I think Winnipeg wins a tight game, but the value there is on Hamilton as the underdogs.